Hey everyone, to a brand new episode of Pokemon Go. Thank you as always for all the support. You guys are smashing it. I'm having so much fun and you guys are really enjoying it too, and I love it. Last episode was awesome. We had some amazing egg hatches I've been trying to get for ages, and we were talking all about this guy, Mewtwo. So we discussed how we think we're going to be able to get this guy in-game because he's currently unavailable, and you guys had loads of good ideas yourself. And if you want to be one of the very first people to know how to get him, make sure you subscribe to this channel because you'll hear about it here first. Today's episode, we're going to bring Edie with us and go into a brand new town to find new Pokestops, new Pokemon, and take down gyms for Team Mystic. On top of that, I've got a really good top tip for you guys to get stronger Pokemon, not waste time, and definitely not waste any of your Stardust while playing Pokemon Go. So I feel like we haven't started an episode off here in the Pokemon Go headquarters in ages, so let's kick it off, give you guys some tips, and then we're going to be heading out and finding brand new Pokemon. So welcome guys to the Pokemon Go headquarters. I've got a big tip for you guys today. I'm just going to, as always, check in on how I am doing with my Pokemon and my leveling. So last episode was minimal for the new Pokemon and the capturing, but the egg Pokemon were outstanding. And the Pokemon I've literally been waiting so long to get in an egg, Growlithe, came out of the egg, but not only did he come out of the egg, he came out of the egg at 697, almost a 700 CP Growlithe before he even evolves into an Arcanine. He's going to be like 1,200, 1,300, who knows, maybe even 1,400 when he actually comes to evolving. Now, as I've been mentioning, it gets harder and harder to find new Pokemon once you get further and further into the game, but the good news and really exciting news for you guys is that I've got a lot of big evolutions that are on their way, which will give us some awesome Pokemon. So obviously Growlithe into Arcanine is a huge evolution for me. I'm really looking forward to that. We've got a Weeping Bell, and we really want to evolve that into a Victory Bell, which would be awesome as well. Poliwell's coming along nicely, and eventually will turn to a Poliwrath. Slowpoke into a Slowbro would be an awesome evolution. Oddish is just one candy away into evolving as well. Psyduck is stupidly close into becoming a Golduck, and I really want an epic Cloyster as well. Staryu's close to becoming a Staryu, and Krabby is getting along to becoming a Kingler as well. So we've got some awesome Pokemon on the way in the next few episodes. We're getting really close to it. It's gonna be awesome. But one thing I keep on seeing come up is arguably my Pokemon CP wise aren't quite as strong as they should be for somebody that's level 20, and I'm going to explain why that is. And on top of that, if you ever click on any of my Pokemon in one of my videos, you'll see that I've got loads and loads of Stardust. At the moment, almost 60,000. So the title of this video may be something along the lines of don't power up your Pokemon or don't level up your Pokemon. You may be thinking, what on earth does that mean? Why would you not do that? So let me break it down. Essentially, the higher level you get as a trainer, the higher CP the Pokemon you'll find out in the wild. So what you really shouldn't be doing until closer to level 20, when leveling up takes a lot longer, so you're on those levels for a long period of time, you should really be holding off on powering up any of your Pokemon until you get to a similar level to me. Now, I know that sounds very difficult and very hard, but really powering up doesn't become useful or effective until you start finding high CP Pokemon in the wild that are worth powering up. So I'm going to give you a very extreme example. You start the game off on level 1, you capture your first starting Pokemon, and obviously you've got the option to power up your very first starter. And if I had powered up this Squirtle at level 1, I would have used up lots of my Stardust, I would have used up, more importantly, a lot of my candies, and Squirtle would become maybe a 30, 40 CP Squirtle. So I've done all that powering up, and maybe I get to level 3, maybe level 4, maybe level 5, and then suddenly a Squirtle comes out of an egg, or suddenly a Squirtle comes out in the wild. And this Squirtle is 113, which suddenly makes my other Squirtle redundant. He's not as good, he's not as strong, but I've already wasted candies, I've already wasted Stardust, and he's still not as good, so why have I done that? But wait, you're leveling up even more, you're getting to 13, 14, 15, you find another Squirtle. And this Squirtle is 2, 5, 6, which makes all the other Squirtles even more redundant. You found a bigger and stronger Pokemon. So do you see what I'm getting at? Basically, you need to be holding off until you're at higher levels where you find those Pokemon that are very unlikely to be topped ever again. So you found a Pokemon that's like a really high CP out in the wild. You're like, you know what? This is a high CP Pokemon. I want to focus on evolving, powering up, and training this guy because I know the likelihood of me finding a bigger and better one is very low. Now, I know this kind of sucks because in the original Pokemon games, obviously starting off with a weak Pokemon and training it all the way from the ground up is the best way of doing it. But unfortunately, in Pokemon Go, it just doesn't work like that. And because Stardust is actually something that's fairly hard to find, it's very easy to whittle away at it and have nothing left. And when you've got those big Pokemon at the higher levels that you finally do want to power up, you suddenly realize that you're left with no Stardust to do it. Now, obviously, this is being very strict. I take the game quite seriously. I want to do well, and I want to be as best as possible. So if you want to go and power up your Pokemon at any level, feel free to do so. But to add to that, obviously, evolving Pokemon uses up a lot of candy. So here, for example, is actually a mistake I've made, and it's very easy to make these mistakes, but it happens. So I've got a Bellsprout that is 5, 8, 8-3. I then got a Weeping Bell, which is 6-3-6, and another Weeping Bell, which is 8-15. So straight away, that 6-3-6 Weeping Bell is not as good as the 8-15. He's redundant. So we're left with a Weeping Bell was 8-15 and a Bellsprout which is 5-8-3. And technically, if I evolve that Bellsprout, he's probably going to outmatch that 8-15 Weeping Bell, meaning he's become redundant as well. So what am I trying to get at? I'm trying to get at the fact that if you're going to spend a lot of candies evolving something, make sure you're doing it on that one Pokemon that you're going to power up, that you want to be strong, that you want to be the best. But again, you found at a high level and is already a very good CP. Now, if you see my video about getting really easy XP from just evolving all those really low level Pokemon like a Pidgey, then don't worry about that. Feel free to use low level candies just to evolve Pidgeys into Pidgeottos, but it's when you spend more candies going from like a Pidgeotto to a Pidgeot. You can see on screen here, I've got 3 Pidgeottos, so I'm never ever going to evolve these 2 right here because they're just never going to turn out as good as the 524 Pidgeotto, and it costs 50 candies. So all I'm trying to say, guys, is just think about how you're spending your candies, how you're spending your Stardust, and if you know if a few levels time you're going to find a bigger and better Pokemon, then just wait it out. Wait until you find something bigger, wait until you find something better, and you're confident that it's a strong Pokemon, then start putting your candies into it, then start putting your Stardust into it to power it up. So hopefully I'm not rambling too much, hopefully it makes sense. Feel free to share this with your friends and explain how it's sometimes better just to hold off a little bit. But for today's episode, I've currently got 5 eggs rocking in the incubator, 2 10k eggs, which could be anything. I really want a Magmar. My Magmar is the ultimate 10k egg goal right now. And of course, we're just going to be finding new Pokemon, having fun, and taking Eevee with us today. So if you're excited for another Pokemon Go episode, smash that thumbs up button. Let's just get out on the road, go and explore, and play Pokemon Go. You excited to go in the car? Come on, let's go. Let's go. What's this? Look at that. You get to ride in here for today, baby. So guys, we're kicking off today by going into the park with little Eevester, and it's looking awesome. Take a look at the map. There's loads of lures everywhere, loads of Pokestops everywhere. And today's already started off strong because just as I parked up, I caught an Oddish, which is giving me that single candy, but I need to evolve that Oddish, which is going to be awesome. So we can do that almost straight away. I'm here with my Pokemon partner, Claire, who's looking awesome. And little Eevester, you ready to catch Pokemon? This one's going to be with us all day long, helping us find awesome Pokemon. So this guy here is smart. He's parked his, I don't know if you know this, but he's parked his van on top of a Pokemon stop. And if I was a kid, I'd be buying ice cream and sitting there just going over his Pokestop over and over. Now, unfortunately, I'm kind of low at the moment on eggs, so I'm hoping that this will, just as I say that, we get a brand new egg. So I'm now at 6. I want to get back up to 9. So I'm going to pop that in an incubator. A 5k egg, I think that's alright, isn't it? Any eggs are an alright egg, to be honest with you guys. And as I mentioned, just as we parked up, I've now got enough points to actually go ahead and evolve my Oddish. So I'm going to go ahead to decent Oddish. And of course, going along with the tips I mentioned at the beginning of this video, you want to go for your best Pokemon that you feel like can't be topped very easily. I think a 4-3-5 Oddish is good, right? That's not going to be beaten very easily. So we're going to go and evolve that. Have you ever evolved one before?
No.
This is going to be a brand new Pokemon to my Pokedex as well. So it'll evolve into Gloom. There we go. Look at her. She's
it stops being cute immediately.
very special. New Pokemon added to the Pokedex. What number is she going to be? That is 646. That's not too bad. So that will evolve again with 100 more candies. That is a lot of evolving. So at least you've got one now ready to evolve. We're going to catch a lot more Oddishes before that can be done. So we found a nice little place to sit down here. We're directly on top of a Pokemon stop. Little Eevee is so good. Considering she's a puppy, she's off the lead. She just stays with us the whole time, doesn't she? Look at her. She's loving it. She just adores being with us. But since our nighttime Pokemon Go episode, which you guys absolutely loved, and we had so much fun recording, I think we may do another one again at some point.
But maybe it was a bit scary.
It was really scary. Yeah, we got to recuperate a little bit, and when we're ready for the second version, we'll do it eventually, so look out for it, guys. But obviously I'm still hunting for Ghastlies. I need as many candies as possible, and while sitting here we've just found one, so we're going to try and capture another Ghastly. So it's a 302 Ghastly, which is good, but I definitely discard it. We found an amazing one in the scary nighttime episode, if you guys remember. So this, he's a feisty one. What? Game plus. Okay, he's back. He's back. We got it. I wonder if it's the same one. It was a different one. What? I missed out on having an opportunity of having 2 Ghastlies. I'm going to go for a Great Ball. I know he's not a great Pokemon, but look at that. At the moment, just getting the candies is so important to me. I Raspberried him up, I Great Balled him up, and he pieced the scene. That is a rude Ghastly. But look at this, guys. We're at 60 candies. We're 60% of the way to getting to the 100 candies needed to evolve a Haunter into a Gengar, which is awesome. So we're making great progress. Alright, I'm going to spin a this. I beg you give me an egg. Come on. Oh, no egg, unfortunately. So I think we're going to put a lure down, just chill here for a little bit, and fingers crossed, some amazing Pokemon appear, and Ghastlies stop running from me. So look at this. We actually have a wild Staryu of 4, 5, 6. Huge Staryu, literally chilling on top of Eevee. Eevie's head, like literally no idea. Yeah. So since I'm getting very close to getting enough candies to evolve a Staryu into a Starmie, this is a big find. You know what? I'm gonna go for an Ultra Ball. All right, I've got 25 of them. Why not? I'm gonna flick this up. Ooh, he jumped up just as I did it, but he's good. He's got inside it. It's literally on her back right now. 1 roll, 2 roll. This is it. 3 roll, baby. This is ours. Let's go. Oh, that is such a cool shot. AR for catching Pokemon is awesome. So let's check it out. We've got 41 candies with a 4, 5, 6 Staryu. I think if I go through and get rid of a few Staryus, we'll literally be 1 or 2 captures off of being able to evolve it into a super strong Starmie. So when it comes to transferring Pokemon, which is obviously a great way of gaining all those candies, I normally always show you guys my list in combat power order. And that's probably how most of your friends will show you their list as well, because it will show you their strongest Pokemon first. But the best way of doing it is name, and then you can see exactly how many of all those Pokemon you've got. So look how many Drowsies I've got, look how many Eevees I've got, and then it's very easy to get rid of the lowest ones and make sure you've got the right amount of the strong ones left, and not get rid of your best one by accident, which Claire did with her Jinx once. She discarded it. Look at this, we've literally just found this really cool park bench. It's got some engravings in it, and what are the chances the first place Eevee sits, there's literally a Pikachu in the background, there's a Sonic over there. But this has got to mean something. Surely a Pikachu is either going to spawn today or we're going to get it from the egg. And this one found it, didn't you? So we're just about to move on from this lure spot, and actually some kids walk by and they're like, yo, there's a Squirtle here. Claire and me whip out our phones, we're like, we're getting this Squirtle. So it's not the highest CP in the world, but you've got to remember, at least for me, I have not found very many starting Pokemon at all. And to get as many of those candies as possible to get my original Squirtle up into a Wartortle is so useful. I haven't seen a Blastoise and I'm nowhere near it, but it is the ultimate goal eventually. So I know this may sound extreme. I'm going to use an Ultra Ball because Claire had issues trying to capture it, and it is a starting Pokemon. I nailed that throw directly on his head and he head-butted it away. There we go, another ball. These Ultra Balls, man, come on, come on. I need as many candies as I can get. 1, 2, 3, this is it, yes! Alright, another Squirtle added to our list. Let's see how many candies we actually have now. 18, if I get rid of a few of my Squirtles, I think we can make that Wartortle evolution very soon, so that is awesome. Alright, so unfortunately, Pokemon Go has this really annoying glitch, which means that sometimes your eggs hatch even when they're not there, so the eggs just disappear. So one of mine have gone, but if you go to recent, we can track down exactly what it is, and it's actually a 637 Slowpoke, which is not bad. We're at 38 candies out of 50, so when that guy evolves, he should become a little bit of a beast. But look at this, lures everywhere. Everyone's out and about this weekend, the first weekend that Pokemon goes out in the UK. Yo, it's a Staryu. Yo, that could be enough for me. Yo, get in that battle. No, it disappeared. That Staryu would have almost got me enough to get a Starmie as well. Why?
He might come back.
It's back, boys, it's back.
Hey.
It's back, come on, give me. Come on. It's disappeared again. What is this? Why is it erroring over and over? It's back. Why? So guys, the game is glitching out hard today. The number of Staryus that appeared and then errored out in the middle of the battle is so annoying. But I didn't realise I'd hatched so many Goldines from eggs. Look at this. I currently have 5 Goldines. I think my highest one, 499. I think it's a good one,
That's
right?
really good.
Yeah, a good Goldine, and it has 84 candies. So it's got a really good main move and a really good secondary move actually. So it's a really good Pokemon. So I'm actually going to go ahead and evolve that. Now you have an 820 Seeking. I can't remember what mine was, but I just know it was nowhere near that, unfortunately.
That was a wild catch as well.
A wild catch.
Yeah.
That's like a very, very high CP wild catch. We've actually stopped off in this really nice cafe. Where's Eevee at the moment? Little Easter's really tired. She's chilling under here. Yo!
What?
That is so sick. Let's go back and have a look at that. So that now, that's my second highest CP Pokemon.
Insane.
A 1073 Seeking. Its moveset's actually changed a little bit, but that's fine. Drill Run I think is more effective because it charges quicker, doesn't it?
And having 3 is better than 2.
Yeah, definitely. So that's a really good Pokemon. So today we actually have not opened any eggs on camera. We had one that opened up as a little bit of a glitch and we got a Slowpoke from it, which is awesome. We just gotten back home. I got this awesome fan letter from Miles, so shout out to you. And also Matt, who I included in one of my vlogs recently. If you ever see me out and about playing Pokemon Go, just ask if you want to be in the vlog and I'll definitely put you in. But Max has dropped over some awesome treats for little Eevee, so we're going to give them to her right now. Here we go.
Wait.
Yeah, good girl. So just as we get home, I've got a 5k egg that's about to hatch. I've got a 10k one lined up as well, but I don't think that one's quite ready. So the first egg opening on camera today, 5k egg. I would love a Kangaskhan would be the ultimate 5k egg. Yo! What is that?
Oh my god.
That much, is that a 5? I think it's a 10k egg.
What?
No!
600?
What is that?
I'm mad jealous.
What is that? Oh my gosh, that is unreal. Another egg. Okay. That must have been a 10k. I think that has to be a 10k egg. I think this is a 5k egg now, guys.
Like your strongest Pokemon.
That's my strongest Pokemon ever. Like, that is unreal. Oh, that looked really scary when it came out. It's
got the creepiest mouth though.
Yo, 506? I can evolve that, because if I discard another one, oh my gosh, what an epic end. So as Claire said, now Lapras is my strongest Pokemon. Let's take a look. If we tap here, I think Darcy likes the doggy treats just as much as Evie does. So I just discarded like a really low level Paris that I had. So now this 506 Paris just got enough candies to go ahead and evolve it into a Parasect. Now, I've never had one. You haven't got one at the moment, have you?
I haven't seen one.
No, I don't think I've ever really seen one, not even in gyms or anything. Like, around here at least, it's quite rare. So, will it come out as a 1000? Yo, look at that!
His eyes.
This guy's crazy. So, this Pokemon right here, the mushroom has actually taken over his brain. That's why his eyes are white. So, apparently the mushroom's actually, like, controlling him. It's really weird. But anyway, let's see. Oh, 973!
That's
not
nice.
too bad, not too bad. To be fair, I don't think you can get much better than that. Evolving it from 500 Paris is absolutely huge. So another new Pokemon added to the Pokedex, 65 Solar Beam as well.
Jeez.
That is a very
That's
strong
a long
move.
charge, but it's very strong.
When it comes out, it's going to hit you hard. So there we go, 2 epic eggs. So happy with that, and Lapras looked amazing. So guys, what an amazing end to the video. That Lapras is just unreal. I absolutely love it. If you guys want to find out more about this cheeky hat I'm wearing and the hat that Claire was wearing throughout this video, you'll find out tomorrow. But unfortunately, today really was plagued with errors, connection issues. It really sucks, but as I said, this is the first weekend the game's been available in the UK, so everyone's playing it. But hopefully you guys learned some awesome tips at the beginning there in terms of which Pokemon to keep, which Pokemon to get rid of, and when to evolve and when to power up your Pokemon so you're not wasting any of those important candies and Stardust. But that's going to finish it off for another Pokemon Go episode. If you enjoyed, smash that thumbs up button. Make sure you're subscribing for even more videos. Tomorrow's going to be awesome, and I'll see you guys there.